sunrise, new day's dawning, and it's calling you and me, where the mighty Mississippi flows by Memphis, Tennessee. We've got woodlands, fields, and water. Hey, there is no better way. You can find out all about it on Outdoors with Larry Ray. Make some time, take the family, ask a friend, but don't delay. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray. Listen up and learn about it all. Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray on ESPN 790 AM. Brought to you proudly by Tennessee Wildlife Resource Agency, Barton Power Sports, Sportsman's Warehouse, and Best Care Home Services. Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
And welcome back.
Larry, you sound different.
I do sound different. Now, I'm Dave Gabbard, one of your co-hosts for this special edition of Open Mic Saturday. You know, down here in Tennessee, that's the opening day of the gun season, 2017. Got other co-hosts, my other brother Darrell over there, Mr. Gene Smith. We've kind of overtaken the stereo.
Yes, we have. We
studio.
Put Larry in the woods.
Yeah, Larry's in the woods, and he's called in for a couple of segments out there. And it, like I said, this is opening day of the gun season. Strange opening day because it's 70 degrees out there and everything. But for this segment, if you know, I think we're in for a real treat.
All right.
I got a gentleman here that on the Scent Lot Pro staff, Mr. John Eberhart. You with us, John?
I am with you.
Did I butcher your last name? I know up there in your neck of the woods, do they say Eberhart or Eberhart?
Depends who it is. My wife says a lot of other things, but
okay,
Eberhart.
You know, so it's that, and I can identify with that. But got John with us this morning, all the way from Michigan up there. Was it? You pronounced that Weidman, Michigan?
Yep, Weidman, Michigan. Weidman, whatever.
You know, down south when you get below the Ohio River, we tend to kind of, put a different slant on words down here. But got John with us.
That's fine.
And John, what I think, 53 years as a bow hunter.
Well, 54 including this year.
Oh, okay.
All right, yeah.
And and been on the Scent Lot Pro staff for many years. But reading your bio and stuff, the information that Larry sent me earlier this week, what I think remarkable about John here that and during his career, he's taken 57 bucks in Michigan, and that were, Larry said, 2.5 years or older, and has currently 30 bucks listed in the Michigan record book.
Wow,
which is a pretty outstanding career.
Yeah,
31 now.
Oh, okay.
All right, super.
But most of these just haven't been taken with archery equipment, right?
Yes, I'm strictly a bow hunter. I don't gun hunt.
Okay, and everything, and so.
But what I'm most proud of, if I can interrupt, is they were all taken on public land and knock on doors for free permission.
That's what Larry told us. Yeah, that's
no
amazing.
food plots, no bait,
and everything, and that's we were discussing that earlier in the program when we were, letting our listeners, kind of teasing them about this segment, and that I think, which is, and to do that, and Tennessee, we have a lot of public land, and probably Michigan up there probably has several acres of public land, but I think to do this, and and looking at your stats and stuff, you're definitely a person that I say you have a passion for it.
Yes.
And
that would be safe.
but in this public land, you have to do your homework, right?
Well, Michigan has the most bow hunters of any other state in the country. We got about 320,000 bow hunters. And when I'm hunting public land, I have a standing rule. If I can walk to a spot, I don't care how much sign there is, I will not hunt it. I only hunt areas where other hunters aren't willing to put the work forth to go, so I have to use waders, hip boots, boat, canoe.
Amen.
Right.
That's right.
Because if you just hunt where everybody else can, there's no reason to expect different
Exactly.
results.
Yeah.
Exactly right.
And a lot of this stuff, when you hunt like that, it's nothing that you don't start, 2 days before the season.
No.
It's something, and you're probably, it's probably something you do year round.
Pretty much all of my scouting and location preparation is done before the end of April. So I don't do any preseason scouting whatsoever. I set up on sign that's left from the previous season, which typically you're looking at rut sign, you're looking at scrape areas, rub lines, and stuff like that are left over. And typically back in that type of heavy security cover, where I go, even if a buck gets shot, on the public land once it crosses a river or whatever, still other bucks take that spot over.
Right.
Right, yeah.
There's a reason he was there, and the next dominant buck in the area will take that over.
Exactly right.
Everything. And so, 53 years as a bow hunter, what got you interested in bow hunting?
I was walking by an archery shop in Ypsilanti, Michigan, and I was 13 years old, and there was this dude in there shooting, and he was the owner, and it was a recurve. It was in 1964. And he was just draining this bullseye at 20 yards, called a PA round. He was the only guy in the building other than me. And I said, do you deer hunt? Because I was always infatuated with deer, but nobody in my family hunted. So he said, yeah, I deer hunt. And I said, man, you must kill a lot of deer. You're a really good shot. And he said, son, I've shot at 6 deer. Back then there wasn't the deer there are now.
Right.
Right, yeah.
He said, son, I've shot at 6 deer, and they were all closer than that target, and I've still yet to hit the first one.
Oh, no, yeah.
He said, you put fur on it, and I lose it. And I don't know, I got a bow, and I got this old guy I knew named Leroy that was a scraggly-toothed guy, and he took me hunting up on public land, and I just fell in love with it.
I know, I know back then, you probably grew up like I did, since we're about the same age. I can remember the old, ABC American Sportsman's program with Fred Bear.
Oh,
he always fascinated me. They always had Fred Bear on there, and some of his.
I don't know how he shot the.
With the.
Saw him shot a moose one time. I don't know how he did it and brought it down.
With especially with the recurve.
Yeah.
So, so have you kept up with the evolution of the archery? Tackle over the years?
Sort of. I'm a sales rep in the industry, and I've met Fred Bear. I've written 3 bow hunting books, and I've got a picture of myself with Fred Bear in the first one. The picture was from 1978. But I'm on Matthews Pro staff also, so I get bows from them every year. And so I kind of keep up on it, and I'm a sales rep in the hunting industry. I've just chosen to hunt public land and free permission. I've never leased anything, and I just don't. I honestly just don't like the way TV shows and videos have taken hunting. I don't like that direction at all.
Yeah, I can identify with that. So, but I know you're a man that kind of after my own heart. You only use or endorse products that you use and believe in. So, with 18 years now with ScentLock? Or 19?
Yeah, 18, 19, so, I think, this year.
So it must be a good product.
Yeah, and I will not accept money to endorse anything. I think as soon as you start accepting money to endorse a product, then you're being a whore. And then you start endorsing stuff that you don't use.
Right.
And, so, which I think, the products like ScentLock is important, and especially in the way you hunt, because it seems like deer.
Got to get close, too.
Well, yeah, but, like deer on my place, they're used to seeing me and the smells and the, the equipment, sitting around and everything, and they're used to that. But when you go like John was talking about, where no man has ever gone before.
That's right. That's right.
You know, they could. You have a strange if you don't mask your scent, they're going, I smell something.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. On the public land, just to give you a little more feedback, I always try to pretend everybody on this property, everybody on this whole public land parcel is trying to kill me. Where's the only places I'm going to go where I'm going to move during daylight hours, shooting hours? And ScentLock, ScentLock has taken such a bad rap over the years because so many people have no clue how to properly take care of it and store it. And, even the TV guys that are sponsored by ScentLock, most of them have no clue how to use ScentLock. You see them with exposed beards, face paint, hair hanging down below a cap. Any one of those things compromises your scent control regimen.
Exactly.
You have to cover everything other than your eyes.
And but I know in years past, I don't do as much hunting as I used to, but, my clothes and stuff, I'd never wash them. I'd put the scent on there and even
hang them outside.
Well, I wouldn't hang them. I'd store them in a garbage bag.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So, but it was something as long as I stayed downwind from my wife, she didn't mind too much. But
the whole downwind thing is kind of interesting because, hunters that say I just use the wind and all the deer that I see are upwind of me. That during the rut, that is such bull. I mean, I'm not saying what you said was bull, but I mean, serious hunters that just say I just play the wind and I never get winded. That is absolute. There's no way because deer during the rut can come from any direction.
Oh yeah, of course.
Does travel unpredictable routes when they're being pursued.
But I know you've done seminars, articles. Do you have a website or something out there?
I do. It's www.der-john.net.
Okay, and we sure appreciate you taking time with us this morning, and we hope you all the best for this season. Is the archery season still going on in Michigan?
It is, until the 1st of January.
Okay, well, be safe out there, and we sure appreciate you talking with us this morning.
Well, thank you, and good luck to all you hunters out there.
Okay, John Eberhart, ScentLock, 53 years a bow hunter, master bow hunter. So I hear music. I see Scott pointing at me. So that was a quick 15 minutes.
Yes,
so
it
get
was.
up, take another break, come back and join us. Maybe Larry will give us a last call in. Maybe today's the day.
That's right.
Okay.
Avery and Mid-South Hunting Fishing still available. Call in.
Okay.
Outdoors with